Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Is RHONY star Rebecca Minkoff related to RHOBH alum Crystal Minkoff? The Real Housewives of New York City returns for season 15 with some new blood, including Rebecca Minkoff. Rebecca isn't the only newbie thrown into the RHONY mix either. Raquel Chevermont and Rebecca were given apples this season. They will need to perform well against the season 14 ladies if they hope to keep their full-time status. Along with Rebecca and Raquel, the RHONY season 15 cast features Sadie Silva, Yuba Hassan, Erin Litchie, Jenna Lyons, Jessel Tonk, and Bryn Whitfield. When news was announced that Rebecca joined the Real Housewives franchise, fans couldn't help but wonder if she was related to another Real Housewives star. Is RHONY star Rebecca Minkoff related to RHOBH alum Crystal Minkoff? The timing of Rebecca joining the Real Housewives of New York City was very interesting because of her last name. See, Crystal Minkoff had just announced she wasn't returning for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 14. It seemed that Bravo was trading in one Minkoff for another, sparking questions about whether the two women were related via Crystal's husband, Rob Minkoff. Well, ahead of her RHONY debut, Rebecca answered that question at a RHONY Orchard event in New York City while speaking to the Daily Dish. I know someone reported that we are not related, but I am related through Crystal's husband, Rob Minkoff. The director, Rebecca told the outlet. I did 23andMe, and they told me. That's about as far as I got, so she reached out. There you have it. Crystal and Rebecca are related, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are close. Rebecca Minkoff has another The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills connection. In another interesting turn of events, Crystal isn't the only RHOBH star that Rebecca knows. Rebecca happens to be good friends with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills newbie Bozoma St. John. I'm friends with Bozoma St. John from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but I've been friends with her forever, Rebecca teased. The RHONY star also counts the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Lisa Barlow as a pal and sought advice from her when joining the franchise. Rebecca Minkoff is making her debut on the Real Housewives of New York City, but it isn't her first time in the reality TV realm. Back in 2004, Rebecca's fashion show was filmed for Laguna Beach. Lauren Conrad, Trey Phillips, and Stephen Colletti sat in the front row, sparking a year-long friendship between Lauren and Rebecca. When it comes to the world of reality television, particularly the ever-expanding universe of Bravo's Real Housewives franchise, viewers are no strangers to the frequent overlapping of famous faces, wealthy socialites, and families that crisscross the entertainment and fashion industries. With multiple cities showcasing their own housewives, fans are often curious to know whether some of these glamorous stars share more than just a last name. This question arises frequently when dealing with two well-known figures who happen to have the same surname. Enter Rebecca Minkoff, the star designer and former cast member of the Real Housewives of New York, RHONY, and Crystal Minkoff, a prominent alum of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, RHOBH. The question on many fans' minds is, are Rebecca Minkoff and Crystal Minkoff related? Exploring the backgrounds. Rebecca Minkoff. Rebecca Minkoff is a widely recognized name in the fashion world. She is known for her eponymous fashion brand that has gained international acclaim for its trendy, luxurious, and accessible apparel, handbags, shoes, and accessories. Minkoff's rise to fame began in the early 2000s when her downtown chic aesthetic gained traction on fashion-forward millennials and celebrities alike. One of her most iconic creations, the Morning After bag, became a staple in Hollywood, and her brand rapidly expanded into a global empire. As Rebecca's fashion empire grew, she began to make waves outside of fashion, eventually making appearances on reality TV, including joining the cast of The Real Housewives of New York for a season. While Rebecca Minkoff's tenure on RHONY might not have been as long-lasting as some of her co-stars, it cemented her position as a notable figure in the Bravo universe, adding to her already impressive resume. Crystal Minkoff. The Beverly Hills Connection. Crystal Minkoff made her Bravo debut as a cast member on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in 2021. Unlike Rebecca, Crystal entered the Bravo universe already immersed in the Hollywood scene due to her marriage to acclaimed director RHOBH Minkoff, who is best known for co-directing Disney's The Lion King. However, Crystal isn't just a Hollywood spouse. She's an entrepreneur in her own right, having founded her own business, Real Cocoa, a company focused on creating healthy and sustainable coconut-based beverages. Crystal's background is also rich with cultural heritage, as she proudly identifies as the first Asian American cast member of RHOBH. During her time on the show, Crystal used her platform to speak about issues like race, representation, and cultural identity, which resonated with a diverse audience. She quickly became a fan favorite due to her down-to-earth personality, wit, and openness about her life, including the ups and downs of marriage, motherhood, and friendships. The Minkoff surname. Pure coincidence or family connection? Given that both Rebecca Minkoff and Crystal Minkoff share the same last name, it's easy to assume that there may be a familial connection between the two women. However, despite the intrigue and the seemingly overlapping circles within the entertainment industry, the answer is simple. Rebecca Minkoff and Crystal Minkoff are not related. This fact may come as a surprise to some fans who are used to Bravo stars being connected in one way or another, either through friendships, mutual business ventures, or familial ties. However, in the case of these two housewives, the shared surname is merely a coincidence. Unpacking the details. Origins and marriages. While Rebecca Minkoff was born and raised in San Diego, California, into a Jewish family of Russian descent, her success and subsequent fame were largely self-made. She built her fashion empire from the ground up, creating a brand that reflected her personal aesthetic and identity. Rebecca's Minkoff surname comes from her own family heritage, which she has maintained throughout her career. Her husband, Gavin Beller, a filmmaker and actor, has supported her rise to fashion stardom, but doesn't play a significant role in the public eye when it comes to the world of the housewives. On the other hand, Crystal Minkoff's connection to the Minkoff name comes through her marriage to RHOBH Minkoff. Crystal's heritage is Chinese American, and she often speaks about her cultural background on RHOBH. Her marriage to RHOBH Minkoff, who has had a successful career as a director, is what brought the Minkoff name into her life. The two met and began dating long before Crystal joined RHOBH, solidifying her place in both the Minkoff family and the larger entertainment industry. Though the two women have clearly led fascinating and successful lives, their journeys to fame and the Minkoff name are independent of one another. Rebecca is tied to the fashion world, while Crystal's connection stems from her Hollywood roots through her husband. How the similar surnames sparked speculation. The speculation that Rebecca Minkoff and Crystal Minkoff are related is understandable, given their shared prominence in the same reality television franchise, albeit in different cities. Both women are high achievers who balance careers, family life, and reality TV fame, all while wearing the Minkoff name proudly. In reality, this type of confusion isn't uncommon in the entertainment world. With the prevalence of common surnames, and particularly in a tightly knit universe like Bravo's Real Housewives franchise, it's not surprising that fans would assume a connection. For example, similar confusion has arisen around other famous duos such as Kyle Richards and Denise Richards of RHOBH, who share a last name but are also unrelated. The power of a last name, branding, and legacy. While the Minkoff name might not be the family connection fans were hoping for, both Rebecca and Crystal have turned the name into a symbol of their own personal successes. For Rebecca, the Minkoff name is synonymous with her global fashion brand. Her empire includes not only women's wear but also fragrances, footwear, and home goods. Through her business ventures and appearances on reality TV, she has created a legacy in the fashion world that is recognized internationally. Crystal, on the other hand, has built her own brand while proudly taking on the Minkoff name after marrying RHOBH. While her time on RHOBH may have introduced her to a new audience, Her work as an entrepreneur and advocate for Asian American representation solidifies her as more than just a housewife on television. In conclusion, Rebecca Minkoff and Crystal Minkoff may share a last name and inhabit similar circles within the Bravo universe, but their lives and careers are distinct.